punctual start is what I would call it. The knife round played, MVP on the CT site. And this is their pick. Now it's their dominance. We need to see the South Korean team. Oh, they probably have read this probably with a good kind of idea where the aggression is going. 4 players setting up on the B site. They don't even need to wonder too much what is happening. And their patience is there. So our Korean friends, what will they do out of this? This is the question. Whilst PTC tries to take a bit of control. This is very well done. Dobu, he's finding attention of the players. Even frags, yes, he does so. A side is suddenly clear. And the MVP lads need to realize, oh wait, this is actually the fully other side where we need to go. That's logically fairly well done, as this works just in favor of the Chinese mixture. But first of all, PTC finding themselves nothing else than a shot to his head, making his life fairly hard in that position, as though players are coming onto the site and it's making it even more difficult. Oh, this is well done. No, it is not well done. What is he doing? He can't make it possible to defuse. It has been actually done. MVP picking up the first. Now, if that first one picked up by is going to come in fairly good. Just remember though, MVP is similar kind of situation as we had back on this 2. They also picked up the first free, and from then it looked like they could run away with this, but 5POWER then picked up the control again. And statistically, to keep you updated what this is all about, well, Inferno is a map both teams have played fairly often. 15 times on the 5POWER side, 24 on the side of MVP. 60% of the matches of Inferno have been won by 5POWER, 66 by MVP. Just to give you a brief idea. That brief idea might kind of determine how it will go. Cable as well as QKA. Right now, pretty much out of options. 25 HP both have in total. And there we see single deagle to do it.
Counter-terrorists win.
2-0 for MVP, and that should be now the AKs due to the reason that they got themselves to plant in that round. And what will happen from now on is another question. Because those AKs, will they be lethal enough with the minimum of utility they have on their belt to make anything work or not? There comes the nade in. It's a bit of damage, actually a good bunch of damage of QKA as well as at the PTC. It was major aggression that has been rewarded in the end. Now it gets a little critical. First headshot seems to be on point. Nope, not going to be the case. Seth finds Sia, and the man disadvantage of the 5POWER is not the best circumstance right now. Find more. PTC eating up a few bullets, same goes for Dobu. And that first buy that came in right here for 5POWER isn't rewarded so far. It's Cable, PTC, and QKA. Can't get a grip right now onto this. It's going to be tough to now also take the A side with 2 fairly wounded players. PTC. QKA. 50 more seconds they have. Or Boiler, one individual comes over whilst Cable tries himself with an aggression over balcony. Gonna find himself a thing at the moment. QKA might run into this. He does. One taken out. It gets a little bit tricky right now for our men. PTC and Cable right here. 25 seconds are left. Tamalo's gonna drop. No chance. This bomb is not going to be planted. Keep it. Cabal as well as PTC are rotating away. Sign tries to find many, possibly any of those, but doesn't seem to be the case. There we got ourselves a 2-0. Not too tough it is. 2-0, actually a 3-0, my bad, totally wrong said. MVP PK though can bring themselves up now. The great utility and all the right rifles they want, so not too much of a problem it seems to be at that point in time. If they can though extend the lead massively or not is another story. Because the thing is, what do you see right now, the T sites, their losing bonus is growing, but this is pretty much the maximum investment. With Solo finding himself one, the shots are coming to his right side, where the AK off Cabal is surprisingly successful. No one can save him there in the end. 3 players are alive in 5POWER. It's far away from impossible, especially as Glow is down to 18. Sign. It's himself at least the one-man disadvantage on the Chinese-Mongolian-Thai mix. Our insight man genius is speaking out the truth. That is actually a big issue right now for MVP. They can't throw away this map because otherwise they can't advance in this qualifier and so will not come to the StarSeries I-League Season 5. As now the frag has been found on Glow. 2 more are alive and that could now work out as the B side is fairly open. Sia as well as Cabal are quite good regarding the HP situation. Around the corner, Zeph has not been spotted. He might have a good angle on this. He saw the first, now he exposed himself with those shots. He was surely not known. But peekaboo, Sia is not doing that. As he had the surprise moment, surely he was not that known as his teammate was. Brings him down to just those low HP of 15. Actually, down to 60. That's actually action. It's actually Sign coming in from construction. Just flashbang directly into his own face. Finds the first, though. Another one to get. He knows where Zeph is. Does he find the frag onto him, though? He plays it around. And the running game doesn't work. Does he get the defuse, though, as it's ticking away fairly fast? Zeph can say bye-bye. Everyone dead, but the CT site can't avoid the first one for 5POWER here. Logically, as everyone died on 5POWER, they won the round and also got themselves that bomb plant with explosion. But this doesn't make your economy rise so much if you're certainly are in a tricky situation of not getting continuous rounds with a good bunch of players surviving through. First one now on the board for 5POWER. A great advantage for them would be if they also find the MVP players, as their economy is not the best. After they lost a good bunch of players from time to time. As the player Sia has already taken out. Bad advantage there. Flashbang's gonna come in. It's a good one, well coordinated. Listen there to Niagara saying a very, very legit point. I didn't know about HSK and his military service. That's good to know. Either way, though. We're waiting it out how it will go for 5POWER as it looks worse and worse. Solo not getting greedy, which is a very crucial point in behavior. You don't want to die continuously. Cabal taken out as well, and Sign has the opportunity to find another two in case they're peeking even more and more aggressive. Solo back on the site. He holds himself a good angle. We'll see the head of Dobu in a second. Rips that off as well. It could flick over to him, but unfortunately the ace gets denied. Still a major impact from Solo. And yeah, about the H thing. I mean, Glow is 30. Glow is 30. Sign is 21, that's fine. HSK is 23. Glow is 30 as well. Solo is 30. Yeah. And Zeph, I missed him. 29. You kinda could say those are old players compared to the average player base in the pro scene. As we're saying, Sign finding himself a double though, 5 power. Oh, there's a chicken coming to Glow. Don't get distracted by that. There's a PTC coming as well. So, yeah, the spray works in the end. 5-1 MVP. A fairly easy control right now here on Inferno. Oh, wait, Moxie's here? Where's Moxie? Missed him. Oh, there's Moxie. Hello, Moxie. How are you doing? Nice to see you as well. First of all, we're going to see Dobu fully aggressing there onto Zed, finding one, and even the second. That's the Zed power and momentum. That's just insane. Just goes through full throttle and finds himself 2 players. A knife coming in. Why does PTC do that? Oh god, he finds himself that one through the smoke. Understandable kind of behavior as you have no vision through it and the knife is fairly accurate. But that disrespect and also tactically smart move is giving 5 power the second. What an incredible bit of work. 5 power first of all made work with 2 easy entries due to the ZZs and then a knife of PTC. And then you're asking yourself, wait, how is that actually happening? Sorry, is that legit? Can we somehow turn that around? Not 5-2. That thing is not the best to happen. Zeph jumps through the 5.56 shot right here. Thankfully for him, he doesn't get killed by his teammate HSK. I looked at around, that gave a good bunch of money to 5 power. Besides the situation of MVP looking fairly weak regarding their wallets. Smoke pops. Low standing back in the corner. One bit of time left. 50 seconds. Bomb moving though to the B site. No one holding it directly. Back on the site. Only 1 flower pot and a Zeph with the assistant here with the smoke as he got shot low by his teammate. It ticks away and it ticks away. Dobu and Cabal need to make some noise. The tension is there. No additional rotation coming in from MVP. There comes the first. Smoke pops as well. And HSK could be our certain individual to turn this around. Here comes one through. Zeph is very hard to find those, but HSK can maybe deny it with the time. As another one has been spotted. He has been spotted now as well. And the man advantage on the 5 power has to be used as this bomb has to go down. Does HSK find himself that one? No chance about it. Solo as well as HSK. The only 2 individuals to save the day right here for the lads of MVPs. Finds himself the frag onto Cabal as well. Dobu is the last defender of the site, and I'm not quite sure. No, HSK is not pulling through. But Dobu is also not making the move. There's a second left, and he does it. 5 power on the third. Barely does it. But he still secures that round for the team on the terrorist site. And Moxie is calling me meme lord. I hope that's a good thing. The best memes can only be found at twitter.com/zest. Exclamation mark caster to find that. Only the best memes, fresh and always out of the meme bakery. Molotov failed here. Another Molotov failed here, but no, it doesn't matter. Dobu finds a shot and then Design, Glow falling down as well. Solo HS car as well as Seth try their best, but that's a coordinated push. Easily shut down Exia. Here we go from a fairly good start of 5-1, going to a 5-4. And if you remember about this too, it is a little bit of a deja vu we're having. This 5POWER in the beginning can't really find themselves any success, but then converge together into a great unit of Asian players. As you might be wondering, no, 5POWER is not a sole Chinese team. We got ourselves, now it comes, one guy from Thailand, 2 from Mongolia, 2 from China. Quite colorful mixture. But 5POWER, I've said it a few times right now, but I can't repeat myself. During the group stage of this qualifier, I was very, very surprised and also astonished at the same time. SN8 goes deep now into HSK. There's going to be not much more to find towards Boiler though. The A site is not as fortified as B is. $15 more seconds. You gotta make that work, 5POWER. But there's a good defense of MVP PK. 3 pillars that are standing there strong and solid. HSK just waits for the flashbang to not inflict anything towards him. There the time comes. Cable can't buy anything. So it goes. First one to find, but in the flames he stands. Another one to get. No problem for Xia. There it goes. The side control of B is there. With that 5-4 extending to 5-5, MVP seeing this slipping away a little. This tie has now been brought up. Cabal now knows about Glow. Find him. Nope, gets denied there in the end. To find Glow would be kind of good in that situation. There he stays alive. The Korean could be still found here by QKA. No, doesn't seem to be the case. And as we're having ourselves at 5-5, let's see how that will go in the future rounds for 5POWER. Because on the one hand, a little bit of a surprising team they are. They're not bad on this map as well. So I personally feel, in case 5POWER is getting good momentum out of this, it could be the victor of the map pick of MVP. First of all, yeah, they're all taking him down. The flashbang was just too good. The A side is going to be taken after they found the first victim right here. MVP. Not much more risk 5POWER wants to take. They'd rather not take the risk. 2 AKs that are going to be brought into the next round. Could probably use that fairly well. So it kicks away. 5POWER now took the lead. Koreans, they're falling short a little, and to statistically inform you about Inferno, MVP is a little bit better on the T side. To be very accurate, about 14% points they're better when they're terrorists. So 5POWER, they need to gain a good bunch of rounds right here because their opponent is right now getting on the stronger side. PTC nearly burning away, the nade does it though in the end. So suddenly, the Asian mix only down to 4. Fortunate, you could call it, because at that point in time, you would expect a little more to come in. That was beautiful. Solo! He has the right angle to take Sia. The op piercing through the wall fairly well. Reloads, and one more time, 10 shots in that mag. If those will be 10 precise shots, we're gonna see. Seems like 5POWER are dedicating themselves towards the A site, where 3 are standing. With HSK a little bit more defensive and library to rotate over in time. Dobu finds a frac, and he finds the tension. He could make that possible. And there you see HSK rotating over. The bomb will go to the B side. No, you have no time. There's no time, and that is a total misunderstanding. I'm fairly sure he can't make it onto the side in time. No chance. Save it. You can forget about it. Save it. There's no need to. Oh, QKA. The smoke is not even right. He could be taken out with the AWP in hand. But luckily, he keeps it. That was the wrong evaluation of time. 6-6 and Glow. Did he buy that P90 on purpose? No, he didn't. There it says, like, naughty. Naughty buy wheel. Is this... It's gonna die here in vain. Nobody's gonna pick it up. Rest in peace, P90. Now a sign in the team. Just to remind you, the last time the first half ended, they were favorable with an 8-7 scoreline. From then on, they continuously lost round after round. 5POWER though, they were starting on the CT side, now switching over to the T side. What's the difference back on Dust 2? Bringing it over here. Going defensive. We're going to see how the executions will be from MVP. I'm very excited to see how they can deliver us. And how well they can deliver it to us. How well MVP will defend. How strong 5POWER are going to strike back. Because that round number 13. A lot with the back and forth. Nobu suddenly becoming Miro's edge player at that point in time. But aggression towards 8. Is it set or not is the question. Did they really dedicate through or not? They do push through the A site. This is going to be the dedication. They didn't find the frag yet. Now Cabal gets himself one, and that is the point in time where you want to pull through and use that advantage. Though Cabal gets taken down, Sign needs to do PTC, and that is a great defense in total coming up on the A site. Sign with the third, and Sign with the fourth as he gets himself a quad kill. Keeps the A site as clean as he can. As it goes, double op setup on Solo as well as just HSK. AK is also on the board fully for 5POWER. And Solo finds himself the first. I'm not quite sure what to feel about that right now. Because it could either extend to a 9-6, which would be hella favorable for MVP, but first of all, it doesn't seem to be the case. One player rotating off from CT to the right side, there's another one to come, Dobo can't connect. They all got taken down fairly fast. And I see a lot of Korean people. Logically, I think a lot of the people in the chat would like to join your conversation. I don't force you to speak English. It would be cool if you would speak English. Let's say it like this, right? We're an international community full of great Counter-Strike and a discussion. And your knowledge about Korean CS, your knowledge about MVP is always great to have. Either way, though, MVP taking themselves the entry onto Cabal, falling short in the first 15 seconds is not the best thing to start off with. But it's Glow. Just realizing that there's smoke coming out of the sector of Boiler. He's rather smoking up all options where an entry could happen. The thing is, though, the majority of the players focusing on the banana right now. An AWP of HSK could close down the site. And as we're talking about, the PTC finds himself one. Same goes for Sign onto Dabu. Seems like we got ourselves this half already secured in favor of MVP. Zeph and HSK. They are not allowed to beat the weaklings in that situation, as they right now have a tier tours. Either way, 9-6. And the start for the lads of MVP is quite solid on their own map pick. They now need to show us what they can do, especially regarding their T-site strats. They're better on the T-site, so let's just enjoy and hope that that will be the case and deliver us some fire rounds right here. Here comes MVP with an aggression, with a little bit of, well, let's say utility on the board. Solo is grabbing a smoke and a double flashbang. Let's see what's going to happen out of this besides a PTC early dinked. A very unfortunate feeling. The QQA can't find himself action. That is one player less already on the board. And all in middle there are QKA. Here's a few steps, rather rotates back, not being called out in the action, as you can't come around the corner in time. Could go over CT, and this is what they do. See ya. Oh no, now he exposed himself. Finds a shot though into HSK. The QK coming back from the spawn, finding himself the double. Solo. He can jump as much as he wants to. PTC finds it. And that will be a 9-7. And the economy that is favorable for 5POWER. The CTs can try to run away with this right now. Okay, Caster, China #1. No, I don't pick up on that meme. It's whitewashed. It's outdated. It's not funny. Outdated and whitewashed. That is definitely not the thing we can take and tell about the lads of MVP. Not quite sure why Sign has just done that. As it goes, the aggression comes in. Oh, and that full speed frag that was crucial at this point in time. Xia holds himself up a few, but not enough. Bomb goes down. PTC should be able to hear that reload on his right. Not going to be the case. And so, QQA is in a tricky situation. They're all pretty much lining up for that MP9. Does he find anything more than that? No, it doesn't seem to be the case. But 33, 46, 100. Dobu is not in an impossible situation right now. He can go for the smoke. Steps afterwards, though, and that logically makes it quite announceable that this is not a fake. 10-7 MVP somehow get this round. And the CTs, they're not feeling comfortable with that kind of buy. They will arrive at the party with the wackest stuff, basically. But also the wackest stuff can be well done for a bad taste party. That will be the case. We'll figure it out in just a second or two. So 10-7 could just extend further and further and further. Solo gets himself Dobu. First player to fall down, a few more to come possibly. As there comes a nice frag of sign. The CTs are falling short, pretty surely they do. Cable, Cabal, as well as PTC. You're the only two to do anything right here. Possibly not going to be the case. Glow finds him 15 HP. That is pretty much done for PTC at that point in time. As a player from Thailand doesn't make it possible. Caster, do you bet or not? Well, no. I don't bet. At least I don't bet on the games I'm casting. Because that's not alright. Because then you always have an attitude leaning towards one position and one team. And I think that's not cool. Especially when you're a caster. You know, you gotta present it to the people. Is Thailand the best team in Asia? I 100% agree with that. And I like Asset Absolute. I just like them. I can't tell you why, I just like them. Either way. Glow. Finding himself 4. And nearly the ace. That took around 15 seconds, maybe the round? Something along that lines. That was insanely well done, but not a big of a surprise. As the eco came in, now the CT's back on a decent buy. And I remember some guy previously in the chat said this is going to end 16-14. And he said, also thank me later. So he must be very confident in what he said. If that is going to be the case, though, is another story. It could be possible. We have seen 5POWER doing a good job. MVP with a major approach towards the apartments of A. They don't want to rent an apartment here, though. They're not following any of those advertisements. They just want to go through and just pass. Dobu and QKA, the landlords of that apartment, say, sure, you can pass, that's fine. Will they call themselves some self-justice? That will be the question. First one to take out, second one as well. Only one individual to find, that is PTC. And already flawless solo as well as his teammates can control and conquer the A site. Making 5POWER look weak and only letting them survive with 2 as Xia and Cabal trying to keep those guns alive in the following up rounds. Solo though is not really interested in allowing them that. So he's going to move further and forward and forward. As he then tries to find himself frags, but at this point in time, let's see if that will be the case. Cabal can survive or not. The players are coming through. They're all closing down onto Cabal. He can't find himself a single frag in that one. 13-7, flawless MVP. Can bring this into a very good situation. This is where we see that the statistics don't lie. The terrorist side of MVP is fairly stronger and much more consistent. And with that being said, pistols, CZs, Deagle, P250, all on the board. A variety of sidearms we're seeing on 5POWER. If they're going to become useful in close-range duels is another story, as MVP should be fairly aware of the situation. Sign getting himself a double over there on Banana. It doesn't seem to work out in the end. Solo getting Cabal as well. The terrorist economy is growing and booming. No one seems to be surviving. Tries to make those shots work. Gets denied. 14-7. This caster represents more people than Trump does. I think I don't have as many followers as he. How many followers does Donald have? A good bunch, as far as I know. Over 20 million, 10 million? I don't know. I honestly don't know the number, but he got a few bunch of followers. I don't tweet as cool as he does, to be very honest. I'm not a fan of him, but his tweets are straight up forward in the same sheen. It is fun to sometimes read them. It's cringe and fun. Either way, see ya. That goes for the aggression onto Zeph. Finds himself that frag fairly easy. 5POWER now on the defense, going in with an entry. And a lot of aggression towards Banana, where Xia gets himself another. And the AWP can strike perfectly. Sign though. Bit of control towards balcony secured. Doesn't move out yet. Waits for Glow to be there to assist him. Talking about it. Now they should make the move on the side. As the rotators from the B position are coming over. The bomb is not yet planted, so it has to be done. Solo jumps out, can't survive. This thing goes down, and now the time pressure will build up onto the lads of 5POWER. As Dobu peeks left and right, tries to find himself anyone. Solo is there to find Dobu. Xia is there for the refrag, but perfectly his head is being plucked off in a surgical kind of manner, and Glow does the same. 15-7 it is. And it seems like we're going on Mirage soon, as that is done fairly soon. The CT site not well equipped, and to be very fair, one round 5POWER has run during the second half. That's it. 5POWER themselves the entry onto HSK. As they're taking their time, MVP actually have lost 2. And 50 more seconds are there. POWER might get themselves this round. The aggression towards the B side will come. Only Xia as well as Cabal alive back there. They will find Glow. Nah, it's gonna be Sign getting himself at least QKA, but that's pretty much it. He has to move fairly fast. The bomb is on the other side. Solo gets one over in CT. Xia is standing up on the flower pot. Shouldn't have too much of a problem to do it, and he does. Well done from 5POWER, but can they keep that dream alive? The money is too good on the Korean side. There's no way they give it away that early. So usually As there is going to be just a perfect defense. Solo whiffing the shot there onto one of the defenders. The Koreans get shaky now. A site is going to be attacked. Comes up first, QKA getting himself another one. The A side is going to be fortified with the Chinese mixture. No sign. It's QKA. Cabal might hit a good timing on those players. 50 more seconds. Zev has been seen and taken out. Man advantage is quite well established onto 5POWER from behind though. HS reacts right. Molo comes deep, but nothing to find. One back on the site. That is the op sign. Can't do it. 15-9 it is, and 5POWER. Do they come back into this? They're putting everything right in, and 5POWER, they need to get into his overtime if they don't want to play on Mirage. If they feel comfortable there, that's another story. As PTC gets taken out by Solo, this is a great start for the aggressing site. The Koreans, they're able to go further than that though, as Solo burns away. The aggressing Sia gets taken down. That means a single B defender is alive. He's called Cabal, and he needs to do a major job right here as he waits behind the cement backs. His teammate Dobu is coming over. Doesn't pick up the second. Two more now are alive. Fake mid player rotates well. Sign will not be found by QKA except he comes over middle. That's actually well done. QKA could hit a quite good timing in case Dowu can hold him off a second or two. And then we take a look at him. He finds one. That is the perfect timing for Dowu. He finds himself another Korean as well. It's coming down to Glow as he's down to 6 HP. Dowu finds him. That was coordination of the CTs at its finest. That allows 5POWER to go into double digits right here. As our camp didn't continue, we're finally in time for seeing QK taking out a double. Does that find him though? Throwing the Molo. Yeah, those wall banks are fairly accurate. 1 HP, and this guy could be found soon. There's F though. Picks up himself one. Another one, and man equalized the R again. Single HP, and he's taken out. Cabal as well as Xia. Xia is having a major problem with all of this. Same goes for Cabal. He has the right timing, grabs himself the bomb, and it seems like position and timing are in favor of the Asian mix right now. Ball doesn't look to his back. It's found in the end by Solo. That gives a good bunch of information to Xia. He needs to grab that bomb. Could go over to the B side if he would like to. And he does so, but he gotta make the Usain Bolt right now. As he's running and running and running. Xia does the parallel kind of sprint. And as we're seeing who's gonna arrive first, the smoke's gonna pop. Xia holds himself rather silent. He's gonna go for that smoke. Solo is exactly expecting that. now as he holds himself defensive. Does he expect Xia to come from such an angle? He does get him in the end. 16-10 MVP. They pick up this map. And as we're going for it, bomb exploding, we got ourselves that 16-10 easily for MVP. They were struggling towards the end a little. It was actually 5POWER starting up their engine too late. And in the end, this is a 1-2-1. If we're going to see another map, if we're going to see MVP winning another map, that's the right way around. We're going to figure it out in a second. Mirage is going to come up. We're taking a little break. My name is Session, and we'll be right back with a final one for today.
LootBet, online esports betting. Dota, CSGO, Overwatch, Hearthstone, and many more. Bet on tournament matches or in-game events while viewing them live. Deposit using money, bitcoins, or even skins. Join LootBet now. Use the code you see here when you deposit and grab your bonus.